Hello everyone, we are excited and grateful to be here presenting our innovative solution to both food waste and food deserts, Ohio 1 for 1. We began this weekend tackling food waste at the composting level, but realized we could climb up the food recovery hierarchy to make a bigger impact by reducing food waste at its source, by reducing food surplus and food supplies.
So to accompany that, one of the challenges that we decided to implement this with are the challenge of food deserts. Here in Central Ohio, as you can see related on the board, there are quite a few of them where people don't have access to the food that they might need. So to do this, after some research, we decided to partner with CSAs, which are community-supported agriculture. How these work is there are currently a network of farms out there where you can pay a subscription fee to those farms, which result in a weekly, monthly, or yearly subscription fee to receive produce and other types of groceries to your door or at a farmer's market to where you can consume them.
As a CSA member and subscriber, we found in our surveys that I am socially conscious, I am financially fluent, but I am time poor. That being said, those are motivating factors for subscribing to a CSA community and entering into a membership relationship for a portion of a harvest from a CSA farmer and owner.
I, as a CSA farmer and owner, get the fixed income stream to sustain my operation, which is extremely helpful in the increasingly risky farming industry. I could also benefit from more numbers of subscriptions and finding homes for my surplus production.
And from that surplus production, I, as a needs-based qualified recipient, would be reallocated the food that is from the CSA farms or from the subscriber themselves that might not necessarily want or need all of what they brought in to take value in having groceries and the food produce delivered to them. So really, at the end of the day, we're trying to take the excess CSA surplus and consumer surplus from the subscription model, from the CSA delivery, and reallocate it to help local farmers as well as nourish the community that are in those food deserts.
And in our CSA discovery, both with farm owners and CSA members, we found that there's a viable and existing business model that has infrastructure to support and take advantage of increased production and supply allocation. Our advocacy is to generate an information clearinghouse or sharing system that would coordinate all parties, and do this through a nonprofit to offer economic benefit across the board. Ideally, with scale, you get production and supply efficiency as a CSA farmer. Through a nonprofit donation coordination, we get a tax benefit to the CSA member. And then through the receiving of the excess food supply in food desert and need-based areas, we could offer an exchange for their information and feedback to better our model as payment for that food surplus. We see that these three stakeholder models, through one clarifying simple proposition of either having my order as a member and sending half to a need-based recipient, or paying double and having a duplicate order sent to a need-based, fills that donation need through a nonprofit clearinghouse and satisfies both of our key social impact models of reducing food waste at its most efficient level and addressing access to breaking down barriers of food deserts that we've identified in action regions.
Our model requires two components to achieve our minimum viable product. We need to create an opt-in option to integrate both the CSA subscribers and owners into the one-for-one nonprofit model. Furthermore, we also need a sign-up surveying service to gather information and maintain the database of food insecure beneficiaries who could also give us their demographic information to improve the process. We've already begun looking for some of the CSAs in our local community that could be a part of this program. We are asking for resources and funding to help us start this program just to get it off the ground, and it's a sustainable model once it does that. Again, thank you for your time. We are 1 for 1 Ohio, and we'd love to take any of your questions now.
Hello. Logistically, how is this a better solution than finding a way to get the excess produce to a food pantry?
So essentially this would incorporate a nonprofit scheme. So you have beneficiaries at different levels. We found that producer consumption is one of the bigger areas of food waste. So we want to attack it at the producer level by sending them less food than what the farmer would deem a good amount for their economics in their business. So it would help by eliminating that extra cent food and pulling it back to a different location to send it to, instead of just taking the food elsewhere. Any other questions? Thank you guys so much.